Where do you see yourself in your paintball career in 5 years?
Well, hopefully right back here at Ion with more stuff and more people.
Good answer, I like that.
My name's Ryan Sonnenberg. I'm from Frederick, Maryland, and I'm playing with my boys on Team Crab Kraut, and we're here at Ion play for Team Germany.
Alright. When did you first play paintball?
First time I played paintball would be probably around, let's say 2004, 2005. A couple of high school buddies said, hey, let's go out to skirmish, and it's real fun. So came out, never done it before, never even really heard about the opportunity to play, and had a really awesome time, and just kind of started doing it on weekends ever since.
So after the first time you played, did you keep playing every weekend after that, or was there a break?
It kind of more of a gradual introduction to the sport. You know, I'd go with the guys every once in a while. I'd be like, hey, let's go down to the field, and okay, cool. You know, whenever we had money or whatever, we'd go down and do it. And then I came out to do Ion the first time in 2006 or 2007, and that's when I was just, I'm in love. I'm doing this as often as I can, whenever I can. I've never had a more fun time than that day.
How old were you the first time you played?
16, 17 years old. So I'm 30 now, and I've been playing pretty much nonstop ever since.
And the first time you played, was it speedball, woods ball?
I was just woods ball and light scenario style stuff, but mainly woods ball, just casual with the guys in the woods.
And so you said you fell in love with it first Ion, and just ever since then?
Oh yeah, I could never play paintball doing anything else and only have Ion, and I'd be satisfied. Like this is hella fun.
Okay. Well, what style, that probably kind of answers this question, but what style do you enjoy the most? Scenario?
Oh yeah, definitely scenario style. Like, it's kind of like live action video gaming. You get, I'm gonna go run and complete objectives. I get to dress up like a soldier. You get to see how everyone else does it, and you just kind of get into the theme and the environment, and it's a really nice way to take a vacation or relax, and it just does it for me.
What's the best single scenario you've ever been to?
The best single scenario I've ever been to.
Even if it's an Ion, like what year and why?
You know, I'd probably say 2016 Ion was pretty fantastic. Just the conditions of the weather was just picture perfect for what we're doing, and I felt like I was just out there just non-stop, just kicking ass all day long, and I never got tired, and I just always enjoyed it. Nothing fazed me or got in the way, made me upset. Like, I just had a great time and never wanted to leave.
Picture perfect despite the rain?
That's what it made it so perfect. We're doing D-Day, June 6, 1944. The rain and this fog and the awful conditions, and it put you in the environment that you wanted to create. So it really was fitting.
Okay. And what's the worst single scenario you've ever played?
Unfortunately, I'd have to say last year's Battle of Berlin, when it was just anarchy on the field, so to speak. Like, just there wasn't really a lot of good refereeing happening. There wasn't a lot of discipline with the players. There people cranking up their guns and stuff like that. So it's like people weren't going out, refs weren't calling shots, and I actually got hit in the chest with a paintball so hard that it went through my uniform, broke the dog tag in half, and got stuck on the skin underneath. I didn't know it was there until I went to take a shower that night, and I was just like, why do I have this trouble breathing? And so I was like, okay, that was that was a little extreme. It was a little painful, and I was just getting frustrated being there because it felt like I couldn't do anything to make it stop. My favorite paintball memory, actually, this one was good. It had to have been 2007 Ion, probably, if I had to guess. And we had to run, we got selected randomly to participate in a mission. Like, me and my buddy were just rentals, walk-ons. I mean, we registered, but we weren't with a team or a company or anything. We were just there, the two of us. And guy comes walking up to us, he's like, hey, y'all want to do a mission? I was like, sure, why not? And they're like, all right, drop your gear. You're going to go be a POW that needs to be rescued. And I was like, okay. So we had to put all our guns and stuff away, and they gave us these little name cards that we wore around our neck, and they said POW in big red letters. And they walked us all the way around to where the French insertion is, and they put us in this little cow pen or whatever, and they're like, all right, y'all have to stay here for 20 minutes until a rescue team comes to bail you out. When the rescue team shows up, you guys can run for it. And so we go to this little pen, we're sitting there, and we see the guys coming up to come and rescue us, and the defenders just got really up close and personal. Like, it got like very, very testy with the people shooting, and we're all sitting there, we're unarmed, so we're just like, we can't do anything about this. So we just remember taking off running through the woods, and there was like maybe, a dozen of us at the beginning, and we go running, hightailing through the woods, and it's like kind of like that dusk hour, so the light's starting to go away, the mask is all fogged up because it's that crappy rental mask, and I'm just like, I can see the guy in front of me, and I'm just like staying in his trail, and eventually we get so far out of the way, I ended up falling in the river. And then we climbed out of the river on the other side, and we just were completely lost as to where we were. I was with two other guys that I had never met before who were also just going, I don't know how we got here. And then we ended up finding, like, we came out of the woods trying to find somebody, and we see a group of players, and we're doing the old Allied or German. They're like, you first. They're like, German? And they're like, okay, go here. All right. And we were like, yeah, we're doing this POW mission. And they're like, oh, you're the other POWs. And then they were like, you six go and do this mission, and us, we're gonna take them back to command. And as we're going back, like, there's guys hiding under piles of leaves in the woods that pop up and just annihilate all of our protectors. And the one guy's just like, just go. And they all go out. And me and the other two POW guys, we just took off running. We made it all the way back to base, turned in our points. I was exhausted. Like, I never ran so fast in my life. Like, I've never been more scared of getting hit than when I didn't have my own gun to fight back with. So it was intense, and that was really memorable and really just fun and exciting.
Okay, same. So what's the worst memory you have?
The worst memory, I can't think of anything that would be too bad other than getting shot through the chest. That was pretty bad, just from a pain and frustration point of view. That was completely unnecessary, but for the most part, I get hurt, and things happen, and I usually just take it all in stride. So aside from the unregulated gaming, like, I can't say I have too many bad memories from paintball.
What type of gear do you use?
I just got my BT Defender rifle, so haven't really used it yet, so I'm ready to try it out and see it in action. I was just really excited to get that one. It was like Christmas when it showed up. Before that, I was using a Tippmann 98 for 12 years, and like, I had all kinds of stuff that I had bought and attached to it. I was like, hey, my Honda Civic paintball guns is never gonna fail me. So I figured this was the right year to upgrade. But that was, for woods ball, for scenario play, like for just heavy duty, just using it all the time. That thing was the old reliable, man. I would never ever talk smack on a 98 custom. I also have a Tip-X pistol and a couple other crap guns that I probably couldn't list the names of that are in my gear bag just in case.
Mask?
Mask, I have a V-Force Profiler.
Do you prefer to wear like, jerseys or camo, or what kind of gear?
Typically, because I'm doing the scenario style play, I have a full German camo uniform just for Ion and the Ion series. I have a couple other camo jackets, stuff like that, usually just because I'm playing woods ball. I don't really have much in the way of jerseys. I have a couple event jerseys from Ion, but scenario is all I play, so jersey seems counterproductive on the field.
Paintball pants or cargo or jeans?
Either cargo pants or paintball pants, depending on mainly if it's going with uniform style. I'm gonna go for color, so if I'm wearing my camo, like I'm gonna wear camo cargos with it. But I do have a nice pair of paintball pants just for if I'm going to play day games with my friends, or if I find myself on a speedball field, I have something a little bit more comfortable to play with.
Where do you stand on cleats versus boots or other shoes?
Boots, boots, boots. Boots all the way. Protect your feet. Wear your boots. I had to tell all my friends before this game, like I told them all 3 times, I said, do not forget your boots. Because my other buddy, he has forgotten his boots 3 times, and he's always going through socks like they're gonna run out soon. And I'm sure cleats would be nice, but I feel like it's just a pain in the butt when I get back to off the field. So boots work all around. Boots are great. Boots are life. Dues for a new player, I would say, don't forget your boots, first and foremost. Be honorable and call your shots, and don't be afraid. Run out there, have a good time, get hit, enjoy it. That's what you're here for. Like, you're never going to get anything done, and you're not going to win if you just hide behind the barrier and worry about getting shot. You got to go play.
And if there was only one piece of advice that you could give to a new or younger player, what would that one piece of advice be?
Oh, have an awesome time. There's nothing else matters. Just go out there and have a good time. Like, it doesn't matter if you win or if you lose, you get shot or you get hits or you don't get anybody at all. You're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna have a good time.
What annoys or bothers you most that experienced players do on the paintball field?
My biggest thing that I usually end up poking fun at is I just call them the armchair generals. They're sitting back there with more paintball equipment price tag than I could ever afford, you know, decked out and all their top gear, and there's 3 or 4 of them standing around in a circle talking about how the 12-year-olds and the rental guns aren't doing enough. So I kind of take issue with or make fun of people who they have the money to buy the stuff, but they don't actually want to go play the game. They just want to look cool in their gear, which we all want to look cool in our gear, but why are you buying it if you're not going to run out there and play?
What's your home field?
Home field, I guess the closest to home would be Tawnytown Paintball Sportsland, which is, you know, it's probably a 20-minute ride away from my place. It's nice field, nice people, you know, good price. Go up there on the weekends, and they always got people up there, and it's just a great place for some casual play. And I mean, they've got it all. They've got woods ball field, they've got a couple of scenario fields, and they've got a couple of speedball, like NXL style fields set up. So you can go down there and find anybody any day and play. So I mean, we had a great time the last few times we've been up there. So that's how I actually introduced some of my co-workers into the sport. Was, oh well, let's just go ride up the road and see if you guys like it. And now they're all coming to Ion. So it was a great way to kind of ease them into it.
What makes one field better than another? What do you look for in a paintball field?
You know, a decent cover, I think, would be number one is there's some place that I can go. Just variety on the individual fields is important, like especially when it comes to having structures and, you know, asymmetrical warfare, where not every part of the field's going to have the same features or the same like style of play to get through it, where, oh, you know, we may have this wooded part, but then there's this bunker over here that maybe the other side doesn't have that same advantage, and so regardless of which side you're on, you're going to have to figure out how to overcome these individual obstacles, which, you know, I think makes a big difference in dynamic gameplay rather than something that's very rigid and happens the same way every time.
Is there anything in particular that would make a field worse than another?
No, I think you kind of have good paintball time just about anywhere.
Is there a particular field or event that you would like to go to someday?
You know, I'd really like to go to Living Legends. I see the videos from that, and that just looks like hella crazy good time. It kind of seems like the same sort of atmosphere of game as I get here, which is just a madhouse of players freaking duking it out. I don't know. You know, I'd go to any of them, honestly. If I get to go play paintball, I don't care. Set up the rules, tell me where I gotta be, I'll go play.
And last question I have for you. What hobbies do you have outside of paintball?
Hobbies outside of paintball? I play video games with my boys. I make pizza for a living, so that's also kind of a hobby because I actually do very much enjoy doing that. And gosh, my hobbies. This is a short list. And playing paintball and reading about it and watching and shit, I wish I had more answers for this one.
Do you have any? I have two.
Yes.
So one, you said that you want to continue going here. Ever want to be general?
Ever want to be general? I don't know how tactically sound my decision making would be, but I imagine it would be an interesting challenge in and of itself to actually be in charge of people. I mean, already do that in a variety of ways in life, so it's like, okay, well, let's kick it up a notch. So I guess I can't say I've ever considered it because nobody's ever been like, hey, you want to be a general? Like, but I think it could be fun.
I just throw myself out there. So, and
It's
then
like-
two, we talked about this a little bit, but I'm going to ask it. Are you pro bringing your significant other to the field, or are you con bringing your significant other to the field?
I feel that if your significant other would have a good time at the field, that absolutely they should come along. If they're not going to have a good time, don't invite them. Easy as that.
That's good. I like that.
Politically correct.
Politically correct, but accurate.
I absolutely like it. I absolutely agree with it.
Do you have any closing statements you want to make?
Go Germany.